Hello, today we're joined by Tom Francis, maker of Gunpoint, and also currently making a game called Heat Signature, which we're looking at right now. Hello, Tom.
Yes, hello.
How's it going? This game is something that I've been following all along, I think, because you've been like showing stuff off on you've got a personal YouTube channel where you've been kind of sharing the development as you go along, and things look different now. Look at that. It's got, and by the way, I probably didn't give that the emphasis it deserved. That is, we've been calling that the No Man's Sky moment, or at least I have anyway, because look at that. Cool, galaxy right there.
The much smaller 2D No Man's Sky.
And yeah, what is Heat Signature for people that haven't seen this game before?
Well, it's a top-down space stealth game where you sneak aboard enemy ships. So your spacecraft there is just a tiny little shuttle. It has no weapons. It can't ever get any weapons. And the only way you can complete your missions is to fly up to other ships and dock with them. And then you go inside, and then inside it's like a Hotline Miami style sort of semi-stealth stealth game. I call it a stealth game.
Cool. Well, we are right by a space station right now, which is where you grab missions from. This is kind of a placeholder still.
Yeah,
we should say this game is still in development right now, and we're not sure when it's coming out. You won't tell us when it's ready.
Yep.
Good answer. I like it.
It's a very kind of like, it's not like, with Gunpoint, that was a game that had 20 missions in it, and I had to finish all 20 missions, and then when the 20 missions were done, it was done.
Whereas here you create a world.
And yeah, so it's not really expanding in terms of content. Now that we've got that size galaxy in there, that's what it's going to stay at. I could make it bigger, but that doesn't take any work. I could just double it in a second if I wanted to. So all of the work is just in how rich the systems are, and how many cool situations happen when you board a spaceship, how many interesting predicaments you can get yourself into, how many inventive solutions you can come up with to get yourself out of them.
Sure. Well, I'm going to jump into this contraption to get a mission, or I guess I get to pick here, right? Or is it just one?
Yeah, so all those dots, unlike No Man's Sky, where they're a star with planets orbiting them and a whole solar system, each one of those in Heat Signature is actually just a space station.
Right.
And the lines between them are the trade routes between those space stations.
Cool.
And the colours there are the different factions, so you're working for the green faction, and all the other...
am I working for the green faction simply because I went to their space station first?
Yeah, so for now you're not really given any allegiance, and that will still be an option in the final game. My plan currently is that this view you're seeing right now will probably be kind of how you choose a character. So we'll show you the galaxy, and then dotted around the galaxy they'll be like, you could play as this guy who works for the green faction, or you could play as this guy who works for the blue faction, or this guy who's just a freelancer, and that'll be like what you play as for that life, and then when you die, the galaxy stays the same, and you just pick a new character.
Oh, that's cool. So you'll be able to see the impact of previous lives. Okay, cool. Well, to start off with, what do you think is a good... Should I steal or kill?
I'm going to say... well, it's up to you what thing you want to do, but I think that's a good bit of territory to attack.
Yeah, we're kind of close. Okay, well, I'm going to go for kill because I'm a video game player and we're very violent.
So if you're successful, which maybe you will be...
Okay. I have played this game once before at Res. It wasn't... I don't think the factions were really in play at that point.
Yeah.
But I have boarded a ship and killed people before.
Excellent. Well, that's what you got to do.
Yeah. I can't actually... How close am I?
I'm not going to zoom out because you're not...
Yeah, okay.
And if you middle click, you can autopilot to a particular location.
So can I... Does it have to be anywhere?
Yeah, just anywhere.
Okay, alright, cool. I do really, really like the... how quickly and efficiently it zooms in and out. It's brilliant. Is the heat detection going to be in play here?
We don't know until you find the ship.
You look at the ship.
There'll be a big red ring around it if you're too hot.
Okay.
And if not. Right now the difficulty is just kind of random, so every ship generates... It has a random number of guards. Wow! Okay, you came in hot there.
I didn't mean to do that.
Good job he didn't have any heat sensors.
Jeez. Okay. Right, so I just have a wrench.
Yep, knocking you out will count. For now, there's no difference yet between unconsciousness and death.
I've seen something cool that involves throwing objects.
Yep.
Is that a right click?
That's a right click, yeah.
Oh, a ship just... Whoa!
Okay, he just went past the space station.
Oh yeah, okay, of course, because of the green tiles. Okay. I'm gonna go for... I'm gonna try and throw the wrench. Oh, is this gonna mess up? I should be cautious. I should have been cautious. Oh god. Oh god, what's he doing?
I'm not sure that was cautious.
I've just been thrown out of the...
Yeah. If you press tab now, you can switch to your ship, and now you're remote controlling the ship to come pick yourself up. Even though you're just smacked in the head with a wrench, you're still conscious enough to remote control the ship.
Okay, that's fine. Oh god, I'm trying to not hit
You can zoom in a bit to get finer control.
Oh god.
Not that much though.
This is really
15 seconds.
Okay. Man, that was tough.
And now you can go back and get your revenge now if you like.
Okay, I left my wrench in there though, didn't I?
Yeah, so you might need to do a bit of sneaking before you attack this time.
Oh god, no! Oh, okay, so this is quite a small ship, so sneaking around is okay.
Yeah, so you actually have an advantage that I haven't told you about, which is when you first board, until you move, you're invisible.
Okay,
because
that's a good advantage.
What I want is for there to be a proper airlock where there's 2 doors and you hide behind one door and you decide when to open it, because it's very important. You should have time to scope out the situation.
Sure. Okay,
I forgot to tell you that, because that comes as second nature to me now, because I've been playing it like this for so long.
Okay, well I feel like that's going to be very important. Third time lucky. This is...
I used to make it so that you lost the heat signature of the ship once they ejected you, because I didn't want you to sort of bash your head against the same problem again and again if it was just really hard. But maybe it's better if you can, because now it's personal, right?
Yeah, okay, there we are. And we're okay. So is my wrench
so you
still
have
in
nothing,
here or not?
so I would just bide your time. Your wrench should be somewhere around here.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Oh god.
It's fine, he won't come all the way into the room if it's a dead end.
Okay.
Where's your wrench? I can't see.
It's over here.
Oh, it's in the security room. Oh my god.
That is a tricky place.
This is tricky. Oh my god, he's gonna see you.
Okay.
Pick it up, eat.
Yeah, I've got it.
He gave up his chase really easily.
That's fine.
Yes!
Alright, awesome. Okay. Now this I remember, you do have the option to fly ships that you board. And I love this because now it's just a case of zooming out again. That feels really elegant. And another important thing to note is that the ships themselves are generated, perhaps not randomly, because there are some rules to consider.
Yeah, it's not pure random in that it will never create one where you can't get to the cockpit, for example, or you can't get to your objective. But it is procedural.
So this one is a single thruster and no weapons, right?
It's actually got 2 thrusters, but it's not using the second one because the code is just a bit screwy at the moment. So if the thruster you need can be handled by 1 thruster, it'll only use 1.
This is actually...
But if you zoom way out, then you can middle click anywhere and you'll autopilot.
Yeah, so even though it's quite a difficult ship to control.
I don't know if you can see it, but that trade route that we attacked, do you remember the one you clicked on, is gone now?
What does that actually mean in terms of what's happening to that faction?
So that, right now...
Are they pissed? I feel like they should be pissed.
Each station will probably produce something. So like one will produce food, one will produce ship parts, one will produce oxygen, and kind of harvest it from the gas clouds, or grow it in hydroponics bays and that kind of thing.
Right.
And the idea is...
I don't know what any of that means. Hydroponic... Pardon? Okay, good.
Growing plants in space. That's
see,
what I understand the word to mean. It's probably not what it really means. But the idea is the trade networks need to be connected. The stations need trade networks going between them. So if you interrupt all of the trade routes leading to one station, it's now vulnerable for capture. All the people who live there have to evacuate because they can no longer get food and oxygen and stuff. And so once that happens, your faction can take it over. And so you can't do it to that one just yet because it's still got some other trade routes. But once you have, you can take a mission to take it over. So yeah, that ship's on autopilot.
There's the other thruster.
You can. You could, for example, like set it to autopilot into enemy territory, and then just get out and go back to your pod and leave it to its doom.
Okay, I like that. Oh, that's awesome.
There's thrusters twitching for some reason.
Oh, goodbye.
Off he goes.
Brave ship. I didn't know you very long. You weren't that good. So you didn't have any guns.
These factions will eventually attack each other on sight. So you could do stuff like if you hijack a really big ship that you just need to destroy, your objective is to take out that whole ship. Then, or even if your assassination target is just to board it, you could just set it to go to enemy territory and then just leave.
Oh god, that's awesome. And that's happening in real time, right? So eventually you'll just get a notification that something's happened.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, should we grab another mission?
Yep.
I'd like to focus on the same area, I guess. And
yeah, might as well for consistency.
That was fast.
That kind of green grid area is where we're going to generate a proper space station with shops and cafes and mission givers. Probably just terminals like these, but more of them.
Sure.
And so you'll get money from your missions, you'll buy upgrades to your ship, you'll buy new kit, like you haven't found a gun yet, but there are randomly generated guns, and they have properties like how many projectiles they fire, like whether they're a shotgun or a rifle.
Sure.
How loud they are, because there's a noise radius for each thing, and that determines how many guards you alert. And things like grenades, there's remote jetpacks that you might find.
Yeah, I have seen some of that and some of the stuff you uploaded.
That was an unusually small ship you boarded just then.
Okay, well, should we go for a steal mission this time to see how that works in comparison, or do you want to choose something else? What do you think is a good? We've done an assassination.
Yeah, do a steal.
Where does the career go from there? Okay, over here. That's good.
Yep. You can also hold down F to fast forward.
All right, sweet. That's is that going to be in the main game or?
That I don't know. You can also hold control to slow-mo, and that will be in, but
Yeah, but
I'm
you
probably
won't-
going to limit it in some way.
Sure. Okay.
I'm thinking of having it like a stim item, and you use it up when you activate it, and it gives you like 5 seconds of slow-mo or something.
Okay, well, we should totally try and do some slow-mo, because that makes things look better. And also,
Actually, it would have been really useful
for
in that
when we
last
tried to
mission,
throw
wouldn't
that wrench, yeah, that would have been good. Okay, and we're getting a little bit closer here, so let's...
But yeah, I might leave the fast-forward thing in.
Ooh,
There's the heat. Okay, your ship is gone. I think you're...
I might still...
I don't know. Did you
I
try
got
and
in
get
the
back
ship.
in?
Yeah, I
You
could
got
get
back
back in the
Okay,
ship.
you're dead then.
Oh, God. Oh, that's...
You could have just waited, and your ship would have been destroyed, and you would have been just left aboard this ship forever.
I guess we could have... There wouldn't have been anything stopping me from using this ship as my own after that, right?
Yeah, and you can actually, although you can't dock that ship to other ships, what you can do is walk into the airlock and just throw yourself out.
Wow, okay, I like that.
If you press escape now, you can go to new life, and that will...
Oh, same galaxy, but
Yeah.
right, got you.
So-
So similar to how you're talking about with the...
Exactly. You might be working for a different faction. Yeah, you're in a different faction's territory, so you could work for these guys.
Okay.
Or because you're always a freelancer at the moment, you could fly all the way back to that other faction's territory and decide that you
We need to go
care
towards
about them.
the border anyway, right? So that'll be somewhere over here. It kind of... I've been playing a bunch of Mountain Blade Warband, that very recent addition to the video game landscape, and something I really like about that is that the factions kind of work on their own despite what you do, and I get the same impression from this, that they are functioning and the trade routes are happening and don't really care about you until you get involved.
Yeah, and the idea is each time you die, or possibly voluntarily as well, will progress time by like a week. So things will happen between your lives as well.
Oh, okay, that'll be interesting.
And I don't know how far to go with that, because it's
You want
cool
the-
if territories are changing between lives.
Sure,
but
you don't
also I don't want it to.
progress.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you've ever played Dawn of War, Dark Crusade, or most games that have some kind of strategy map that aren't strategy games primarily, or where the sort of the territory map is not the main thing you play. It's super frustrating in Dawn of War to complete a mission, go back to the strategy map, and then just get told it was taken back by the enemy faction.
Sure.
And the only way to take it back is to replay that exact same map.
Yeah, okay.
So I definitely don't want to avoid that.
That sounds sensible. I'm hitting the green faction again. They're
This
my
would be good,
mortal
yeah,
enemy.
because if you destroy this trade route, that station will be totally isolated, and you can capture it next time.
This feels like a good thing. Oh, okay, that was just a random ship there. I keep getting... At least my caution is just all over the place. Like right now I'm terrified of crashing into the ship and I'm quite far away. There we are. Okay,
So the arrow is supposed to give you a sense of that, so you see it squashing
Yeah,
now?
sure.
That's telling you you're approaching, so this is when you'd slow down.
I completely get that. I'm an idiot. I just don't... Like, yeah,
What I
okay.
usually do is I kind of make a game of trying to autopilot to the exact right point that it will be when I get there.
Okay.
Because obviously it's moving while you're moving. And it's so satisfying when the autopilot pulls up just ahead of it, and you just have time to kind of go to the side and dock with its airlock as it goes past.
Okay, well we're nice and close to this one.
Yeah, you can use right mouse to match your speed.
Tom, I do this manual, you know? I'm an old school pilot. Right.
It's funny, like I never needed the right mouse thing, and I only added it because I just found like about sort of 2% of players would just be absolutely unable to dock, just completely incapable of it. No matter how long they play, no matter how much I explained it to them, they couldn't get the idea of relative speeds into their head. They couldn't factor in their current velocity into where they thrusted.
There we are.
Nice.
Got a guard. So what was slow-mo control, did you say?
Control.
Okay, cool. Well, we can try that. This turret, that's one of the weapons of the ship.
Yeah, so
Being
if you,
controlled by someone that's sitting in there.
Yep, you can knock him out.
Just by getting in, right?
You can click to knock him out.
Oh, right, okay. Nice.
You can just get in and he sort of passes out on the spot, but then it's weird because you're kind of sitting on him.
So I could shoot this turret?
Yep, if you right-click.
People gonna freak out?
No.
Or- okay, that's cool. Oh,
They don't even notice.
nice. Okay, well, I like this ship already. It's got guns.
So one thing you could do is like get to the cockpit, autopilot it. Oh, you're gonna throw your wrench? Yes.
God, please.
Slow-mo wrench throw. Awesome. And it came back to you as well.
Yeah.
Perfectly done.
It's a boomerang. It's cool. All right, sweet. Well,
I want to make it too so that when a wrench is flying through the air, you'll still get the prompt to pick it up. So if it's coming towards you, if you're
I like
really,
that.
really fast, you
Yeah.
can just snatch it out of the air.
that would be great. Do enemies throw things at you? Could that
No,
be good to play? 'Cause
they're sensible people
Okay.
with professional, respectable jobs, and you're a madman. You're the only person who thinks to throw a wrench at people.
Okay, well, I got into something called door control to open the door, which I feel like I learned that all on my own.
You really got the gist of that one.
And we've got the thing we were after.
The door that you hacked probably would have cost some hack points, so that those door controls, when you get in there, it tells you how many hacks you've got left.
Yes.
Hacks
Yeah,
left,
see,
0.
yeah, okay.
So that was the only hack you had. and you used it up.
So I could have perhaps looked around for a keycard or something? Like
yeah, so if you, what you might find sometimes is that there's like a level 2 door and you've only got one hack, but there's also a level 1 door with a level 2 keycard behind it. So you spend your one hack to get the level 2 keycard and then you can open all of it. And keycard means it's free to open all those doors of that security level and below forever for that faction. So
okay, cool.
Even on other ships.
Unknown weapon. That sounds good.
This will be... That's a pretty good one, actually. If you can see that faint white radius around you, that's the noise radius. So that's where guards will be alerted when you fire.
Okay, that's good.
And if you shoot, it will sound a bit different to other weapons too. Like, they have a different sound effect depending on how.
What do I need to worry about ricochet here?
No.
Firing in? Okay, that's good. That's fine.
Although we might add that as like a special feature for some weapons, because it would be useful as well, right? As long as you remember you've got it.
Oh god, no one's flying. Who's flying the ship? Who's flying the ship?
Well,
that could have been embarrassing.
It's more or less vacuum, so things keep going in the same direction indefinitely until they are told to go somewhere else.
Sure. Alright,
I probably need to change the way they're thrust as well, because it looks a bit weird.
Can I use the weapons from the pilot?
Yeah, actually, if you... It depends, did you knock them all out?
Yes, I think so.
Then no. One of them's still alive, actually.
Oh, right,
so if one of the gunners is alive and you right-click, they will obey your commands.
So they think,
they think you're the captain.
Gunners.
The idea is you don't actually like radio them.
No one tells them.
You fly. You just press a button, and they get the signal.
Okay, that's cool. Should I try and hold on to this ship for the next mission if we're going to be doing some?
Yeah, you could try that.
So in terms of getting the capture mission, I need to go to somewhere.
Yeah, that one you just hovered over.
Is it that one there?
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay.
But yeah, the idea with the fact that only living guards respond to your shooting commands from the cockpit, it's so that there's a reward for doing it stealthily. If you sneak through and don't even... Like, if you fired a gun near that guy...
they would have come... okay,
he'd get up and chase you.
Okay.
So if you get to the cockpit without alerting anyone, then because no one knows anything's up, you can actually take over the ship and have them all basically working for you.
That makes sense.
But if you knock everyone out, then you can still fly the ship and you can still fire the turrets, but you can't do both at once. You have to run between the two seats.
Right.
But you could do that because you've got autopilot in there now. You could go to the bridge, autopilot into enemy territory, then run to a turret, and then shoot things as you went past.
Okay, so I think if I just tell you to stay here, and then I need to get out and use my own pod.
Yep.
Don't go anywhere. Stop. I can see you're trying to escape. Just stay there.
There's a little bit of inaccuracy to the autopilot, like it doesn't come to a total stop.
Right.
Just because it looks really fake if it does.
Oh god, the ship is freaking out a little bit. This is...
Oh yeah, I think that's just because it's rotating and the camera's having trouble keeping up with it.
Yeah, okay, well okay.
Even though it's very, very slight.
It's staying there, that's fine. Let's quickly go and grab a mission to capture this one over here, did we?
To the right, I think.
Oh, that. Yes, okay. So, hijack the ship, guarding the evacuated neutral station.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, so the idea being that we've separated it from its faction now. Yep. It's all alone. So
did you pick up a deck pack in the last ship? I can't remember.
I don't
it doesn't
think so.
Oh, it's still got the ship, I forgot. You brought it with you.
Yeah.
So you can go and get it now.
Oh, is it?
Top left. That's just ammo. The different kinds of weapons have different ammo types too, so the quieter the weapon, the rarer the ammo type usually. So if you have a silenced pistol, it doesn't make everything trivial, you've still got to find the rare ammo type.
So, in terms of explosions as well, now that I've just picked up this deck pack, it's freaking me out a little bit. And also the fact that I'm going to hopefully shoot some missiles at some ships. The ships themselves aren't just a single unit, a single mass. Like, if you can break them apart.
So, yeah, modularly destructible. And when you blow up a module, if you're standing next to it, you'll get sucked out into space. There's like a delay before the doors seal and keep the oxygen in.
Have I turned the map here? This is screwed my perspective.
Yes, when you're aboard a ship, it tries to keep the camera relative to that ship.
Oh, to the faction involved? The way it's facing?
Yeah, literally just the way it's facing.
Right,
While you're flying, we don't rotate the camera, but once you start walking around, it's because we need the directions of the corridors to match up to WASD.
Right, okay.
If W was like going up and left or something like that, it would be confusing. So once you start moving around the ship, we twist the camera.
Got you. Okay, well let's... So I need to destroy the ship guarding the station. I'm going to try and do it with the ship that we've already captured, which would be really cool, but I don't know if I trust
You're
myself.
actually supposed to hijack the ship.
Oh, okay, right.
You can... Destroying it might help though, because if you shoot a hole in it, guards will come flying out of the hole. That
sounds like a cool thing. It might completely screw up the mission.
It might fight back, that's the other thing.
But I think at this stage we've got to try. And look at all these thrusters we got. This is a prime ship.
Something about you've only got one missile launcher. I don't know how
is that
prime you're going to find.
Is that not? But that's one more than I've ever had. I feel like that's really good.
Well, what you might be able to do is like a hit and run, sort of fire it, and then before the missile, they won't go aggressive till the missile hits, and you can just.
This is
one other thing to know is if you press just any direction key, any WASD key, you'll leave your seat, which is useful for getting out of it in a hurry.
Okay.
Which is something you might need to do.
I feel like that's
you're miles away yet, so you can probably autopilot.
My caution once again, completely off.
The big ships can have loads of thrusters, but their top speed will always be a bit lower than yours because they're just so big and they've got to get through this vapor.
Okay, right. So what are we looking at here? There's the space station. Where's the that the ship?
It's just embedded in the rock. It's okay because that rock isn't solid yet. Like I say, these are just placeholder.
Let's see.
It doesn't really exist. So that'll work.
Oh
my god, it's fast! Oh my god,
it's mad! It's really mad.
I was just pressing WSD and.
Oh no.
You're okay. Just run up to a door and open it.
Okay.
That door. Just run up to it and press E on your left.
Over here. Yep. And then just.
Yes, you're out. Fucking hell, just in time as well.
Oh man, that was straight into my ship as well. Okay.
Oh wow, you caught yourself like that.
That was.
Holy shit! So now you can board them.
Okay. And, do they know that I'm here?
No, they're obsessed with that ship that just attacked them, and they're going to obliterate every last piece of it.
That's incredible.
Oh no, wait! You haven't picked yourself up. You're still flying through space.
Oh god! Because I pressed. Yeah. Okay. Let's not.
That would have been super impressive, but instead you forgot where you are.
Don't stop.
It's fine. You don't run out of oxygen or anything yet.
Okay.
It's only if you
I feel like I really deserved to to be killed off there, but right.
When you are in space, you can also you can shoot a gun to propel yourself in different directions, or you could even throw your wrench away, and that propels you.
Oh, okay, I like that.
So if your ship, that last time when your ship got destroyed, if you hadn't been in it, you could have still ejected from those airlocks and used guns and throwing items to propel yourself around. Sometimes I just pick up all the junk on a ship just so I have a lot of things to throw away.
In case anything is bad. That's cool. Alright, so I have a gun now, this is new.
So you'll notice...
how do I cycle weapons? Is it numbers?
Yeah, just number keys. Okay, and you've got a jetpack as well.
Ooh.
So yeah, definitely be very careful of that guy, he's got a gun.
It was unnecessary, perhaps, but I...
No, that's worth doing because...
because I got a shoot
even if you don't shoot, if the enemy shoots, those guards will hear it and get up.
Oh god, I don't really... Okay, let's...
You might be better off with the wrench anyway.
Yeah, just to play it cool.
Unless, use slow-mo as well. Yeah.
Whoa, so cool.
Yes. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. It's fine, you'll wake up in a bit.
I just knocked my... Oh, that's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing.
So there's ricochet and wrenches are heavy things.
That was the opposite of cool. Okay, there's a fuel barrel there. That's not something we shouldn't be shooting around.
When they drop their gun as well, that can fly off and hit things. And when a gun hits something, there's a chance it will go off, depending on how hard it hits it. So you can have situations where you knock someone out, their gun hits the wall, goes off and shoots you.
Jeez, okay. So I just need to hijack the ship,
Yeah,
right?
if you just get in that cockpit and then you can autopilot straight to the destination, and then while it's flying, you can still carry on exploring the ship.
So what I was doing here was to just basically we couldn't take control of the station until we got rid of this ship. So we're now claiming
this
it for
one
ourselves.
that's kind of like the guard they leave behind to defend it from being taken over. So you capture the ship. And then right now I have you take it back to the station that you want to create a trade route from, and taking it there will create that trade route.
Tom, I feel like we should blow something up.
Yeah, I agree.
Is there anything that I need to blow up? Because there isn't really, is there? I think I've already done what I needed to do.
If you look on the far right, just below the breach, there's a weapon lying on the ground. That's one of the things that was in like a cargo bay, and it got sucked there when you blew up part of that ship.
Oh, of course, yeah, that's where I hit it, right?
Breach,
this hole. Cool.
So all those doors sealed, but you can... might be worth taking that weapon.
Okay, and unknown weapon.
It's not.
Are the weapons generated, or is
that's
it
really rapid fire? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the stats of them. I should be looking at the numbers, right? Okay, I got you.
So you can also just shoot fuel barrels. That orange thing. If you just shoot that, you'll be.
Where would be safe to shoot it from? Here.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh god. Oh god.
Well, when I say safe, I didn't mean you wouldn't get ejected into space.
Oh right. Okay. So. I feel like that's what safe means, to be honest. Like that should be
fine. You're not running out of oxygen.
Okay.
Plus, you might still complete the mission without even going back to that ship because you're on autopilot.
I mean, I can kind of escort it there. This is ridiculous. I've done this. I hope they don't ask how the mission went. I hope they're just happy that it's
a hijack mission too. So they presumably want to capture the ship for some reason, and it's it comes to them in tatters.
I don't think I wasn't that accurate with where I told it to autopilot to. I think it was near the station.
Yeah, so you probably want to board again.
Yeah,
I suppose I didn't think really that much about where I told you to shoot that fuel barrel. Maybe it's a bad situation. Oh yeah. Okay, but maybe you can, if you press shift, you can pan the view around.
Right.
Shift and move the mouse. And so yeah, up there, I reckon you can still go back to the cockpit.
Oh, hang on.
If you dock
There's a guard.
Yeah.
Oh, this is coming. Okay, so
I've got to dock at that other breach. You can at least get
the
in.
one that I originally made.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god, I've woken up someone. They're like, guys, what's going on? Why is there a big hole in the ship? Okay, that's not where you meant. I need to go across.
Left. Yeah.
Oh
my god.
Oh no.
Okay, you docked to the lower entrance, and then you got sucked immediately back into space.
Right.
Because that's in vacuum. I might make it so it doesn't suck you out, because really it's not. Although it's in vacuum, depends on how we simulate the airlock. But in theory, you should be able to walk around it.
I feel like I deserve it to be a little bit difficult to get around this ship because I didn't.
You
didn't look after it.
This
very
is
well.
your bed, and you do have to lie in it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. Ooh.
I tell you what you could do is you could like match your speed with the right mouse and then eject yourself towards the breach. Actually, it might not work.
Yeah. At this stage, I just want to. Oh no, wrong one.
Thing is, I've just recently changed it. Oh no, you did it.
Okay. So there is a garden here now.
Yeah, somewhere.
Let's try and shoot him because he's got a melee weapon, right?
Ooh. Use slow mo.
There we are. I cheated. I won't lie.
More slow mo. More shooting. Wow. He just collapsed on the spot.
Okay. Good. Yeah, let's go and take this ship back to where
I can't
we need
believe
to.
you survived. So you're pretty close.
It's fine. Yeah. There we are. So where does it need this ship to be?
Anywhere close to that. Like once you're inside.
Okay.
Registered. Now then, and you see that trader above? Just forged.
Oh right, cool.
So now it's
with that. Awesome. Okay, cool. I feel that's a good place to end this.
You actually achieved something. I didn't expect that.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that was cool. So I think we've given a good idea of what Heat Signature is about. It's a game in which you try and figure out what your objective is, right? Is there ever going to be an end goal that you're told this is how you win the game?
I guess theoretically right now it's possible to destroy every other faction and take all the territory for yourself.
Sure.
But I don't know if that will be actually something that... You can do that if you want, but it might not be... it won't be an explicit goal, certainly.
Sure.
And that there aren't really like good guys and bad guys. Each faction is going to have their own backstory and their own reason for being there. Mm-hmm. And each one will have a different opinion of the others. So you'll get conflicting accounts of who deserves to be there and who doesn't. But each character, I think, will probably have a personal goal. Like, the reason they're doing this job is because they need to raise enough money to get their family out of this.
Okay, so if you want to roleplay in some kind of way, it gives you a
so it's kind of like the money you earn, you can either spend it on your gear or you can sort of send it home. And once you've sent enough home, you'll have kind of completed your immediate personal objective, but you'll carry on playing if you want to. And so it's up to you whether you like retire or whether you keep that going.
Yeah.
And I think actually retiring will probably be a case of just like in a space station, you just kind of go to the residential area, and then that character is saved for future reference. So if you ever decided to bring that guy out of retirement for one last job, then you could do it.
Nice. To me, it just seems like this is a game in which everything's generated, and the idea is once you've picked a mission, you find interesting ways to achieve it.
Yeah.
Like the example with what we've just tried to do, I probably shouldn't have taken that big ship along to the fight and caused quite a lot of grief for myself. But I feel like that was a more interesting way of doing it for myself. So
you took a gunship to a hijack mission.
Yeah, exactly. And cool. We'll leave it there. Thanks, Tom.
All right, thanks.
And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the sound of Tom's voice, he was also on last week's show talking about a Game Maker tutorial series that he does. And if you like the format of this video, we've done it before. We did it with Mike Biffle and Volume and Dan Marshall with The Swindle. So you can click on these things if you fancy. All right, cheers. Bye.